Hello and welcome again. In this session, we are going to discuss about the concepts of counting. How you can count some numeric value or alphanumeric, means letters, numbers, anything, that how you are going to count these all options. So for that, we have three formulas in Excel. One is count, which can count the numeric value. Second one is count A, okay, which can count the numeric as well as alphabetical numbers also, letters also, and we have count blank. So let's see how these all functions works in Excel. Now, if you can see this data, I have this projected unit data, and there are some numbers I have entered. In some month, someone have not done some work also. Okay, so somewhere I mentioned 0, somewhere I have not mentioned 0. So there's an important point for that one. So what will you do? Do you have to mention 0 or you should leave it blank? Okay, and this is where this count A and count blank formulas will help us. Now, if suppose example, I want to know the total average, you can see. Okay, just see here. I want to make the average. Okay, average. So you can see the difference between that average 2, let's say. I want to make two averages. So normally if you have to make an average, what was the formula? Our formula will be equal to sum, okay, sum of all the number, okay, sum of all the number divided by the total number of month divided by total number of entries. So we have total 12 month of entries, so I can divide it by 12. This is my one basic mathematical average that we calculate. Okay, and it gives us these values 36.67. I just drag it, it shows me result. Now if I'm going to use the Excel formula of average that we have learned, equal to average, okay, average, and I do the same here from Jan to December. I select it because in Excel, if you are using average formula, then you have to select a range. So you selected this range here, okay, and it gave you 46 point some different values. So you can clearly see the differences that it create in the values 38.67 and 46.40, 52 and 57, 59, 59. And like that, one average is completely different than another averages. Now we need to find out that why this difference occurs. Okay, whether this is correct or this one is correct. And for that, we can just verify ourselves with some facts. So we are supposed to make the interest. We are supposed to make 12 months of entries. This is the very basic fact because you are going to make a yearly data. Okay, and based on the yearly data, we have some average. We have to present it to our management, that average. Now, if you can see that average is different, we have different averages. Now we have to find which average is correct and what we have to do. So first verify yourself that whether you have done all entries or not. The first basic things that you will always find whenever you have to submit any report to your management, you always verify and check your data whether you have made all entries in Excel or not. To select this one, you just go there, press equal and type the formula count, C-O-U-N-T, count. It will count the numbers. This count formula is used to count only numeric value. Remember, the count formula will be used to count only numeric values. So I can select the range from here to here. Okay, and enter. It gave me 10 values. It means I am supposed to enter 12 months of data and I am receiving only 10. If you can see, one blank here, one blank here. Okay, and then when I drag this one, it will show me the result, that how many entries actually I have entered. Okay, I am supposed to make 12 month entry. Okay, but in every cells, I purposefully make some mistakes. Okay, sometimes we do something else. Maybe you can write some letters also. That can be also a problem for you. So first one is count. Even if you can see here, let's say this data, we have all the entries are there except this one. Okay, it shows me 11 number of entries. We are supposed to make 12 entries, but imagine instead of 0, I just entered O. If you see your keyboard, 0 and O is nearby. Sometimes it may happen, typing mistakes. And if this kind of typing mistake will occur, then you can see it's saying me still 11. When I check the data, in the big data, when you have very big numbers, you cannot be able to find this 0. You think this O as 0 only. Okay, sometimes you can also write I is considered as a 1, but actually it's not 1, it's I. This is a small type of error can happen. And when this happens, it won't give you the real value. So if you are checking the data, it's showing you 11 entries. Reason? Count formula will count only numeric data, not the alphabets. Now, to count the alphabets and numeric, we have another formula called count A, equal to count A. So count A formula will count all numbers and letters both. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Any type of digits and letters, it will count both together and give you the value here. Total number of values. So if you can see here, it shows me that we have 12 entries. Okay, but here numeric value is 11. 11 numbers and 1 maybe alphabets. So this way you can verify your data that you have made all correct entries or not. Okay, here we have formula count blank. So count blank will just check that whether even you have forgot to enter 0 or something like that. Then it will find that how many missing entries or empty cells are there where you have not made any entries. Okay, so it will collect the number and say that these in these range you are missing with two entries, and in these range you are missing with 1 entries. Here entries are perfect. So count A formula and count blank formula. Same case you can see here. If I want to count the number of product, number of person, okay, number of can be sales or month or anything. If you are going to use count formula, it will show you nothing. It will show you 0 entries. It will show you 0 entries because count formula will count only numeric values. It won't count alphabets. And here we have alphabets. Okay, and that's why we have to use count A. Count A. Same thing, count A. It will show you a total 10 number of entries are there. 10 persons are there. So this way you can find your all. You can calculate the numbers, means entries, whether it's correct entries or not wrong entries. Like that, when you verify, of course you know that why this average is more and why this average is less, because you are missing with some entries. When you miss some entries, of course the average will go high. Okay, you are supposed to make 12 entries and you have made only 10 entries. So it's calculate the value sum divided by 10 only. So of course your average will go high. If you calculate the sum divided by 12, then average will go low there. Right? So you understand the concept of count A and count blank formula. Use it properly. It is very helpful tool to make your data completely correct. Accuracy will be there. Right? So I hope you like this session again. See you again. Till then, thank you.